Our fourth and final speaker is also a last-minute fill-in, so let's give speaker 3 and 4 a big round of applause. Speaker number 4 is Patrick Mulligan. Toastmaster Mulligan is here to deliver a story about what happens when you dive headfirst into the latest fad. In his speech entitled, "Does This Spark Joy?" Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Patrick Mulligan.
Before I met my girlfriend, I was a bachelor. Put that one together quick. There's one thing I'd like to point out there. You see, I would never describe myself as clean, but also would never describe myself as dirty. You see, I keep a tidy household, and I know where everything is whenever I need it. Fellow Toastmasters, yes, everything changed when I met my girlfriend. We've been living together for about 2 years now, and her first point of order when we moved in together was to purge everything that had existed before she got in. Now, I think this was partially because she wanted to redecorate, and I'll be honest, she has better taste than I do. But also because she thought that the way that I organized things, by leaving them where they needed to be when I needed them, was wholeheartedly wrong. Not only wrong, but stupid. So let me fast forward. It's been about 2 years. She's taken her hold of our household. She knows where everything is. I have to ask her when I need to brush my teeth. And it brings us to our next point. I don't know how many of you are familiar with a woman named Marie Kondo.
Yes.
Okay. Looks like a few of us are. For those of you who aren't aware, Marie Kondo is a wonderfully cute Japanese woman who helps people who lack the common sense in putting their clean dishes away in the cabinet on how to do so. Now, she rose to fame because she wrote a book about tidying up and keeping a clean household. And the pinnacle of her work is to look at something and say, does this spark joy? And if it does, you're allowed to keep it. But if not, you need to get rid of it. So recently, Marie has been granted a Netflix show. And this show has been wildly popular. In fact, I was out to dinner last night, and we were talking about the show, and our waitress started talking to us for 5 minutes about how when she left her home to come to work that evening, her roommate had everything spread out on her bed and was talking to her clothes, thanking those that she needed to give away, and putting the other ones back in the closet. And she was willing to keep because they sparked her joy. So naturally, with how already over-organized our house was, the last thing I was going to let my girlfriend do is watch this show. So it's probably been about a month, and she's been begging every free chance. Can we watch just one episode? Please, it would make me so happy. And watch football with you on the weekends? Nah, football sparks joy. Reorganizing everything. Well, like all things, my girlfriend won. She's always right. So this weekend, she was feeling under the weather. I was making her soup. And before I knew it, Marie Kondo was on the TV. Seems innocent enough. Just 2 episodes. The first was about a young family who seemed to lack the ability to clean up after themselves because of their young kids. I think they were lazy, just lacked the common sense to put things away when they're done with them. The second family in the second episode was about an older couple who were empty nesters. And if you think that you've seen a cluttered home, you need to watch this show because it was ridiculous. And you could see all of the joy leave this husband's face after he said, I used to think it was great to have 1,500 baseball cards, but now I know I'm happy with just my 10. For anyone who's ever collected anything, scaling down that much does not spark joy. So fast forward to what happened that afternoon. I was adamant we would be doing nothing differently in our home. So I emptied everything out of my drawers, onto our bed, and started talking to my clothes. Does this spark joy? There was nothing I found in any drawer that was a surprise to me. There was nothing I didn't know I had. There was nothing I forgot about. I knew about every single piece of clothes that were in there. Because you know what? I put them there. I folded them the way that I like to fold them. But still, I found myself being lectured about, there's a new way to fold clothes, Patrick. It's fun. I don't care how crazy you are. Folding clothes is not fun. But I did it, a smile on my face, because I thought that would be the end of it. I was sorely mistaken. It was our third trip back home from Bed Bath & Beyond and Target with a trunk full of organizing things that I realized I was in over my head. You see, in our home, I do most of the cooking, and my girlfriend does most of the delegating. She tells me what to make. So, understandably, I spend more time in the kitchen. I have organized our pantry, our spice cabinet, where everything needs to go. So as we come home from Bed Bath & Beyond for the third time, she promptly takes everything out of the pantry and everything out of our spice cabinet. Now, for those of you who've heard me talk about food, you know I love it. It's not an underestimate. We have at least 60 jars of spices in our spice cabinet. And I know where every single one is. I can easily reach in there and say, ooh, I need this. Ooh, I want the Thai basil. Ooh, let me get the spicy curry powder. I know exactly where they are. So after she emptied everything out for something that wouldn't hold all the spices, it's now just got thrown back in there and I know where nothing is. It's fine. It's okay. Make do. I'll reorganize. It's okay. I've overcome adversity like this before. It's no big deal. But then the real thing happened. It was bad. You see, we have 2 levels to our pantry. The bottom level, perfect Rachel height. She's about 5 feet tall. Can't see into the other one. So sweet. She says, I want to reorganize the top cabinet, Patrick. I need to be able to see. I said, let's get you a step stool, baby. Practical, cheap, easy to put away. You're dumb. Not getting a step stool. So we took everything out and just, instead of stacking them, layering them, making it so she could see, we just put them all in a different row, right there. So she can't see anything. I can't fit my hand between the rows. And I don't know where anything is. This finally came to a head yesterday morning. I was making avocado toast. I wanted some white wine vinegar. I was like, I know we have some. I found it all the way in the back corner where my paws cannot reach. I was like, Rachel, can you get that for me? Sorry, it's too tall for me. I said, what did you accomplish? What did you accomplish by reorganizing all of this? That this was terrible. If you guys want to know what I'm doing this weekend, I will be reorganizing everything that I reorganized last weekend. Be careful before you watch more content.